तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंजरी बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बालदेवा सुभद्रमायी जय सुदर्शन जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय गंधर्विक गिरिधारी गंधर्विक गिरिधारी गौर हरि जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्राये सुभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेव्या भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवन्ति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमः नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृतातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I can speak Bhagavatam in the parampara for the pleasure of Guru and devotees and my own purification. So today we will be reciting very interesting topic, the second canto, 5th chapter, the causes of all causes, sloka number 23. It is a continuation of yesterday's sloka. So you can all recite along with me. Very simple. Mahatastu vikruvanat raja sato vapa brahmitat tama pradanastu abhavat dravya jnana kriyatamahaka mahatastu vikruvanat raja sava satvapa brahmahitat tamaha pradanastu abhavat dravya jnana kriyatmakaha mahatastu vikrutvanat rajaya satvapa brahmahitat tamaha pradanastu abhavat dravya jnana kriyatmakaha. Word by word meaning. Mahataha, of the Mahat Tattva, two, but Vikruvanat, being transformed, Raja, that material mode of passion, Sattva, the mode of goodness, Brahmahitat, because of being increased, Tamaha, the mode of darkness, Pradana, being prominent, two, but Abhava, took place, Dravya, matter, Jnana, material knowledge, Kriya, Atmaka, predominantly material activities. So, translation purport by His Divine Grace, His Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. The material activities are caused by the Mahatattva being agitated. After first there is a transformation of the mode of the goodness and passion. And later, due to the mode of ignorance, the matter, it is knowledge, and the different activities of the material knowledge came into play. The purport, the material creations of every description are more or less due to the development of mode of passion. Rajas. The Mahatattva is principle of material creation, and when it is agitated by the will of the Supreme, at first the mode of passion and goodness are prominent, and afterwards the mode of passion being generated into due course of material activities of different varieties become prominent, and the living entities are thus involved more and more in ignorance. Brahma is the representative of the mode of passion and Vishnu is the representative of goodness. While the mode of ignorance is represented by Lord Shiva, the father of the material activities. The material nature is called the mother and the initiator for the materialistic life is the father, the Lord Shiva. All material creation by the living entities is therefore initiated by the mode of passion. With advance in the duration of the life in a particular millennium, the different modes act by the gradual development. In the age of Kali, when the mode of passion is most prominent, the material activities of different varieties in the name of advancement in the human civilization take place and the living entities become more and more involved in forgetting their real identity, the spiritual nature. By the slight cultivation of the mode of goodness, a glimpse of spiritual nature is perceived. But due to the prominence of the mode of passion, the mode of goodness become adulterated. Therefore, one cannot transcend the limit of the material mode. Therefore, realization of the Lord is who is always transcendental to the mode of material nature becomes a very difficult for living entities. Even though predominantly situated in the mode of goodness through civilization of various methods. In other words, the gross matter of Adibhutam, their maintenance of Adidevam, and the initiator of the material activities called Adhyatmanam. In the material world, these three principles act as a prominent features, namely as a raw material, its regular supplies, and it is used in different varieties of material creation for the sense enjoyment by the bewildered entities. Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnananjala-Shalakya Chachirumalitam-mena Dasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Swapitam-mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tadampi Sampadam-kyam Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganarunatamitam Tam Tajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lilita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopeshta Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhan Sudha Devi Pranamami Haripre Vanchakalpadribhisha Kripa Sundeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namana Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vat Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Pangajanabhaya Namo Pangajamalini Namo Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Bhukter Mahabir Ya Ima Pura Vibhur Nirmaya Setuyat Amyus Purushaha Bhukte Guna Sodasa Sodatmaha Solangirishta Bhagavan Vasamshi Me. Hare Krishna. Welcome once again for Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So today is a very interesting topic because more and more we deep diving into the how the creation is happening. So it's very interesting and we need the continuation. Otherwise, it will be high philosophy which requires attention to understand the topic. So let me present it in a easy way so that we can understand it better of this. So when the glance of the Mahavishnu falls on the Mahatattva, so that's what we are discussing here. So when the Mahavishnu is Karunadeka Vishnu, when his glance falls on the Mahatattva which is predominantly by Rajas and Sattva. Sattva Guna and Raja Guna is predominant. Okay. It transforms by the glance of the Mahavishnu into a substance predominantly by the Tamas. Ahankara arose which composed of the Adi Bhuta, Adi Atma, Adi Deva. So three components are extending it. So here Adi Bhuta are the material elements, that is mode of ignorance. Adhatmika are the substances, that is from the mode of passion, and Adi Devya are the sense devatas mode of goodness. So I'll repeat, it is a very technical thing so that you can clearly understand. Adibhuta are the material elements of mode of ignorance. It comes from the mode of ignorance. Adhatmika are the subtle senses, the subtle senses, mind, intelligence, and ego. That comes from the mode of passion. And Adi Devya are the sense devatas. Okay, that comes out from the mode of ignorance. So here Prabhupada also gives very nicely the three things. So from the purport, the gross matters are Adibhutam, the maintenance is Adidevyam, and the initiator of the material activity is called Adhyatmika. So this is how it has been elaborated. When the glance falls on the material Mahatattva, when the glance, Mahavishnu's glance falls on the Mahatattva, further transform into Ahankar. So that is Ahankar means false ego. The Mahatattva, which is predominantly by Raja and Tamas, how do you get the Ahankar which is predominantly into Tamas? So this basic doubt you will have it. Because initially we say that Mahatattva is predominantly Raja and Sattva. After Mahavishnu's glance, it increased the glance, it predominantly turned into Tamas. How is it happening? So, the transformation is only a part of Mahatattva. Here the word predominantly means what it means. That means Mahatattva is not only Raja and Sattva, but also it has a Tamas. So basically it has all the three components only. But predominantly means it is dominating in the Raja and Sattva. So again, Ahankar is not only Tamas. Ahankar is in all the three. Ahankar is predominant in the Tamas, and also it is present in the Sattva and Raja also. That's how it is manifest. Sattva guna Ahankar, Raja guna Ahankar, and also Sattva guna Ahankar. So all the three Ahankars are present in all the three modes. And Tamas guna Ahankar, but still the predominant is Tamas. Even though Ahankar is there for Raja and Sattva, but predominantly it is dominated in the Tamas. The gross elements are completely prevalent. So what Vishwanath Chakravarti talking about this sloka? So let's understand a little more about that. The Mahatattva has three gunas, but there is a predominantly by Sattva and Raja. Because of Kriya and Jnana Shakti. So yesterday we are saying there is two things are there. Kriya is that it comes from the Kala. So from the state of transformation, namely the Mahatattva, which has predominantly the state means that position, okay, which is predominantly Raja and Sattva, which is produced by time, okay, and also we have the Subhava and Karma also, a substance predominantly by the Tamas, which is Ahankar arises, okay. So Dravya refers to, here there is a word used in sloka. Dravya means Adibhutam, Jnana means Adidevyam, Kriya means refers to Adhatmika, Atma. So Adhatma. So these are the three causes of illusion for living entities. So now you will understand why we are in illusion, because of these three things. Dravya, Jnana and Kriya. The gross body and subtle body made up of three elements, Adibhuta, Adidevika and Adhatmika. Adhyatma. So let's understand little more to understand this sloka, what they are trying to tell. Okay. So Prabhupada is very nicely has given. So few points is again I'll catch up from the proper. So Brahma is a representation of the mode of passion. Vishnu is a representation of mode of goodness, while the mode of ignorance is represented by Lord Shiva, the father of material activities. The material nature, Prakriti is called the mother, and the initiator for the materialistic life is the father, Lord Shiva. So these also they play a role. So with this foundation, let's understand a little more detail. The purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam has many folds. One of this is very relevant to today's verses of two folds, to establish supremacy of Lord Krishna. So every Jivatma present here, one thing is common to everyone. So what is the common? We are all Jivas, number one, okay, Atmas. Number two is we are all suffering, okay, disease condition. That is there. Whether you are in a rich, we may be having different varieties of, I am a boy, you are a girl, and also look-wise, family-wise, education-wise, income-wise, way of life-wise, we are all different. But irrespective of whatever it is, we have one common thing, that is, we are all disease condition. What is the disease condition? Forgotten the Krishna. Okay, long-term memory loss. It has been long time since we have forgotten the Krishna. So many millions of births we have took it. Now finally we came to the Krishna consciousness by the mercy of a devotee. Okay, why is the symptom of what is the symptom of disease? This disease is forgotten the Krishna. So we have that no symptom for fever is body will be warm. Symptom of cold is we get cough, running nose. So here also this disease, the symptom is forgotten. We have forgotten the Krishna. Okay, he or she desire to enjoy being separated from the Lord. So once we have forgotten what happened, we have a desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. And what for that what we do? We work hard. He or she, she works hard day and night. Okay, to enjoy separately from Krishna, think all because we have forgotten Krishna. Believe it or not, we are struggling to enjoy for billions of life. Okay, it is not today we are enjoying. Billions of years we are trying, okay, to enjoy. But what happened? Krishna says, I know all of your lifetime, but you don't know. Okay. But we are not achieved that independently enjoyment from Krishna. That's why we are taking birth again and again. It is like a student, when he fail to clear the exam, whatever SLC or PUC or graduate, again he has to appear to clear the paper. Similarly, here also, we want to enjoy independently from Krishna, so that we are not able to achieve. So what happened? Again we are taking another birth to get that, okay, next chance I will enjoy. So this time I will try different attempt. So we work hard. If I am poor, because I am poor, I am not able to enjoy. If I get money, I will enjoy. If I get a wife, I will enjoy. So all different thoughts are every birth we going on attempting that. Okay, so it is be a traumatic. It is a very shocking. Okay, we say shocking. By every type of death we come across in different body. So many deaths we have seen. Some deaths are accidents, some deaths are killed by animals. So we are taking different bodies. So some births are natural, some births are disease, some births are annihilated by in the water, fire, wind, so many things. I used to watch that North Sea, how strong it is, so disaster. The sailor, the ship, big ship, it is such a big ship. For the ocean, it is nothing. It just topples. So the person, the sailor, no, they just submerge and within no time they'll all die. So such a death we have seen. Okay, so many. If you think of that, no, you will be scared. The second thing is that Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. So how do we understand that? This the discussion happening between the Brahma and Narada. Brahmaji is our original guru because he heard from the Krishna himself. The questions start from the second sloka onwards. Narada was going on asking different questions to Brahma. What is the source of your knowledge? Under whose protection you are there? What is your real position? So many questions he is asking. Some 6 questions he was asking. And 11th sloka onwards, now Brahmaji start replying. I created this universe which is already created by Krishna. Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. I am not the supreme. So I am not independent. I am also Jiva. So he is going on explaining to Narada. It shows that how Brahma is so honest. So if you have somebody is what do you call it, glorifying us, the job which we are not done, on the subtle level we said we started enjoying, yes. And grass level also we said yes. I also contributed. Like that we will try to take the credit of what we are not done. Okay, I only gave the idea. You might have heard it. Without my idea, they won't have done this. Something they will say that I only supplied that, I only promoted it, I only market. So many things they will add their, so that they are contributed for that glories. So this is human tendency. But Brahmaji says he's so honest, he accepted that I have not done this, it is all done by Narayana. Okay. It needs tremendous effort to build for you, the role of the Brahmaji is, take example of that, if a small biscuit factory is there in your city, okay, it needs a tremendous lot of effort to build the factory. It needs lot of machineries, big construction, so many gadgets are required to receive the material, process the material, and packing the material and dispatching material. So many features has to be built in that. So it is not an easy task to build a factory, small factory. Even to manufacture biscuit also, it is not an easy task. The goods, right goods has come, right proportionate it should be there, and it has to be segregated and then fed it to the machines, they make it and bake it and then pack it and then dispatch it to all the shop. We just simply pay 5 rupees, take a pack of biscuit and eat, that's all. But behind that scene, so much of effort is done. So imagine that for a small factory itself, so much of work is there, so much thing. Imagine Brahma is creating this universe, how much tough job he is doing it. How glorious Brahmaji is, how intelligent he is. So we have to understand that he is not an ordinary person. Though he said that everything done by Narayana, he is also not a small person. So Srila Prabhupada says that in his story, once our Brahma, one of the class also we had discussed the same things. Just to recap that, the glories of Brahma and also how insignificant our current Brahma is. So once he went to submit a report to Krishna in Dwaraka, so that time he has been stopped by the Dwarapalakas. Then what happens? They ask, who are you? Then he said that Brahmaji. Then Krishna asked which Brahma came. Then he said that head Brahmaji, thinking that because in his universe he is the only person having 4 heads. Rest all people having single head. Shiva and all the devatas, everybody have a single head only. So he said that he is proud of that. So Krishna says, okay, okay, let him come in. So as he walking inside, he saw that some 8-headed Brahmaji, then 16 multiples of that going on, and he was shocked to see that lakhs and millions of Brahmajis are there sitting, and they are all there in the assembly. So he is insignificant in front of all the Brahmajis, because our Brahma's 4 heads represent the 4 direction he is managing. So you think of that millions of head Brahmajis, how many directions they will be managing it. So that universe. So when Brahma itself so insignificant, think of us, we are nothing. So such a Brahma we are able to inconceivable. Think of our Krishna, how great he is. Because Narayana, he is a primary creator. It took for us the millions and birth to come and sit in this temple, okay, to give a Bhagavatam class, and you people sitting and listening to this class. So, and you are coming to temple to have darshan of Lord Krishna, Gandharva Giridhari, Mahaprabhu. It's not an ordinary thing. It is a special only, because it is not that easy to get attracted towards Krishna, and because from the time immemorial we were turn our face away from the Krishna. That's why we came here to this material world. Yesterday class we are saying that this universe is created, Prabhupada said that this universe is created by human being, not by the Krishna, because we want to enjoy separately from Krishna, and he created it for us. Like a jailer, because a criminal they build a jail, otherwise why they have to build a jail? Similarly, imagine that we are in that, we were rebelled against Krishna, that's why we came here. So now after millions of births we have got now opportunity because of a devotee mercy. We came here and sitting and hearing Bhagavatam, sitting and giving a Bhagavatam class. It's not a normal thing, it's a special. To have understanding of Krishna, of Vrindavan as a supreme personal Godhead is very rare. Even in that rare is to understand the Krishna of Vrindavan. He is a Bhagavan and we are very rare. Okay, Chaitanya Charitamrita says that Bhakti Devi born in the Vaishnava Sangh. Okay, why she born there? Because the Sangh of Vaishnavas is those of those people who are 1 in a million come together. It is not that everybody who taking birth coming to Vaishnava forum. So 1 person in a million, he comes to the Sangha and glorify the Lord. By the costless mercy of the Lord, to get some divinity of Radha Krishna. How insignificant we are. Try to enjoy separately from the Krishna, which is not success any time. So, such a tiny people we are. We never got success in our attempt. So, finally we gave up and start working towards Krishna. The unique feature of Krishna is he is great and extremely simple. He is very great and he is extremely simple. If something is great, which one you call is a great? It should be a complex. Example is a space shift is there. Rakesh Sharma, Kalpana Chawla, and so many astronauts, they sent to the space to work on that mission. So for them, it is so complicated. There is no gravity. They can't eat because the food, it will be flying, it will be floating in the air only. So they have been trained here how to eat the food, how to go for toilet. So many training has been given, how to do the daily activities. So it is so complicated. Okay, they can't use a liquid because it will dry off, so they take the pencil to note down the point. So many preparation has been given. They have been checked and monitored on the physical condition to sustain in the space. So much complication. So that's why, yeah, then those things only we say that the great. Okay, Chandraya, the satellite, the, the racket they sent to moon. So they call it, it's a complex because it is behind that so many PhD scientists, no, they worked behind, they put their brain and invented it, and they executed the launching. So these are things are happening. So those things we say that great. So here in Brahma Samhita, Brahma is glorifying that Lord of his greatness, and Govinda Madhi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So he is surrendering to that Lord. Krishna is superior. Okay, millions of Lakshmis, no, they come to his. How great is Krishna? His palace is so big and so nice, and millions of Lakshmi, with their sari, they wipe that. Even that palace is clean, they wipe it to please the Krishna. Millions of cows are serving him. He is wearing a simple yellow dhoti, and he wears a forest flower, and his favorite ornament is peacock feather. This peacock feather, it is just simply lying in the Vrindavan. It's okay. So, this is what the Brajaranjan, so Vrindavan Krishna. For you to understand this, you do singar for the Radha Krishna in the temple, and very opulently, and if you forgot to put a peacock feather, it is not complete. Similarly, you are not done any singar for the Radha Krishna, but simply you kept usually it happens in Mangalarti, the Radha Krishnas are not singarly decorated, but they keep the peacock feather, it is complete. This is how Krishna loves, and he is so simple. What is our tendency? Where are we? We are expert in making simple thing to complicate. Anything which is simple, we won't accept. We will make that as a complicate. Krishna consciousness is very simple, and all we are asking, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. That's all Prabhupada says. But if we chant Hare Krishna, are we happy? No, we are not at all happy, because we are not chanting just Hare Krishna. We do many things. You might have seen people, there's a video used to educate people that they'll while chanting they're talking, while chanting they'll be watching TV, while chanting they do so many work. So that we are not supposed. So we complicate that chanting itself. We love to do complicated things only. So we never lead a simple life. So that's what is there. If you go to we used to go to the parikrama, and Vrajamandal parikrama, we just to see that how the Vrajavasis are so happy leading a simple life in the village. We being in city complicate ourselves, so many gadgets, still we are not happy. We think that this gadget will give happiness, but that gadget only making us unhappy, because we complicate our life. So there's a proverb that making simple thing complicate is commonplace. So that's just common. Simple thing complicating it. Okay, making complicated things simple is called creativity. So we say that complicated things simple, and we call it as a creativity. So if you want to understand that first phrase, making simple thing complicated, is 1 plus 1 is 2. Everybody knows. But this expert mathematician, So there's one PhD student, no, he was doing elastic mathematics. We know elastic, we know mathematics, but he's doing elastic mathematics. After seeing what he done, okay, he proved that 1 plus 1 is 2. He has wrote a thesis, he has done so much of research and came to conclusion that 1 plus 1 is it's 2 only, there's no other thing. So this is what the scientists are trying to do, that which you just believe it, okay. Anybody, even the nursery student, if you ask 1 plus 1, no, he also said yes 2. He believe it. We don't have to prove it. It is easier way of life. It is easy to way out, okay. We don't have to break our head to prove that. So Prabhupada sometimes he said that truth are extremely true. Truth are exclamatorily true. No need to prove. So we don't have to prove that everything. Okay, Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. Simple. Don't have to prove that. Okay. Krishna is so kind. He don't need. We have to understand complicated things. So he's so simple. He is nothing as to understand complicated things, because he is instead very simple only. Imagine Krishna was a supreme Lord with very complicated. Okay, you can understand him through the Mahatattva. There is a 3 modes, 3 gunas, Adhatmika, Adhibhautika, Adhidevika, passion, ignorance, and Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas. Glance of the Lord on this thing, it is going on changing from one mode to other mode. So much of complication. If you read that creation, no, it's not that a normal person can easily understand. But Krishna don't want us to complicate ourselves to try to understand. Simply say that we don't understand anything, so don't worry, just accept. The title of our this chapter is the causes of all causes. That easily anybody can understand. Who is that cause of all causes? This Krishna. So generally the titles are given to summon substance of the whole book. So it gives the whole essence of that. Why? That's why we call it as a title. Titles are so sweet. The causes of causes is Krishna only. But we don't know Krishna is the supreme person of Godhead. So we are trying to understand from our tiny brain. Okay. Let us keep our life simple. This is more important. As we go year after year, okay, the things are getting complicated day by day. We think that, if you see that now, earlier India used to import military armaments, okay, submarines, warship, all the helicopters and this aeroplane, fighter jet, so many things they used to import, arms and missiles. Now they started with manufacturing their own, and they started exporting that. So by this, what happened? No, the neighboring countries and other countries, they started thinking that okay, since India is manufacturing so many things, there's a threat for us. So now Pakistan started importing from China all the missiles and ammunitions, submarines, and Bangladesh now he's also started buying from the China. So all the neighboring countries, they have fear of that. So it is not that it's a growth, it's complicating. So one country is buying military things, the other country is fear of that. Yesterday I was hearing another lecture also. There news, there is said that Armenia and one more neighboring country. So India was supplying to one country of military armament. The other country also came and they asked it, why don't you supply for us also? Because we are neighbors and we always fight each other. Then India no promptly said that no, because already we have a deal with them. I don't want promoted our weapon to fight each other. So whereas peoples are other countries are no just to make money, they promote it. They sell to both the neighboring countries so that they will fight each other. Only this armament supplier, they make money out of it. So that is not the intention. So why we are saying this is day by day, year by year, no, it is not that easy. It's more and more complicated. So many softwares are there coming. Artificial intelligence has come. So people fear of that they will lose jobs. So they going on studying the new things, machine languages, and uh, so many new things. So that they think that okay, so by studying more and more, they complicated life, sleepless nights. Okay, the parents are now putting a lot of effort on the children to excel. They put pressure on the children. So it is not necessary. Let's lead a simple life like Vrajavasis. Okay, so good old days for you to understand complication and simple is uh, good old days the banks were there. Okay, yeah, if you want to draw money, you go and stand in a queue, fill the challan, and they'll give a token. Then orderly they will call, and when you go to the teller, he will ask what denomination you want. You want tens, hundreds, 20, 50, 500 like that. Then accordingly he will issue. If you have to fill up the challan, then he will distribute. So that's the personal relationship and so many things. But now ATMs are come. People know they think that okay, why I should waste half an hour of my time in the bank? I just press the button, I get. But what happens is that now ATMs are covered by the cameras and your passwords, everything has been decoded, and your bank account, no, within no time they loot it. So what you are thinking is a solution, that solution gives another problem to the people only. This is what the complication means. Okay, good old days we used to play with a tire and a stick, running for hours together, and we used to play gilli tant. That's a big stick and small stick. Like Krishna used to play with gopas and people, and hours together they'll play. Nobody of that age put up any obesity problem. But nowadays kids are given a mobile and a laptop which they play game, same game only, but sitting in one place, no physical activity. They come up with the problem of obesity. Okay, so we are making our life more and more complicated. Okay, Sri Prabhupada says another term. We are expert in making our life complicated. What Prabhupada says is, if life is too short, don't live your life as if you are living someone's life. You don't live of your life as if you are living for. What he's trying to tell is, we expect to imitate, we imitate others the way others are living. He has got a bungalow, he has got a house, he has got a car, he has got a bike, imported bike. So we also want to imitate them. But at the end we forgotten our own life, the way we are supposed to live and lead, what Krishna wanted to be. As Krishna doesn't want everybody on the same. Krishna wanted a uniqueness of individual. So let us understand what Krishna wanted and lead a life that is called simple life. For you to understand, the person in Brahma Bhuta, okay, platform, never anchor for the anything and never anchor for what he lost, lamenting for that. Okay. So this is how we are supposed to lead our life. Life is filled with the two things. Present life is filled with two things. One is constant anchoring and lamenting. So it is 99% of people living in this world is behind these two only, anchoring and lamenting only. So if you see that, no, the people in the film industry, they earn such a big money and they suicide because the money is not giving their satisfaction what they're looking. So this is because the anchoring also there, lamenting for what they lost because of that. Anchoring is for money and lamenting for what they lost during the course of time. They might have the name fame itself kills them. Here we are constantly anchoring that we don't have what others having and lamenting for someone has taken whatever we have. So life become complicated. Krishna is so simple. After millions and billions of births, we got the opportunity to come to understand Krishna through a devotee mercy. And we come now to the temple and stand in front of him and pray him. So fortunate we are. So Krishna teaching us a simple life. Okay. Not to give this. Krishna doesn't asking us to give this and that material things. Okay. In Shishtastakam, there is one stanza, Nadanam Nadanam Nasundhyam Kavitamba Jagadisha Kami Mama Janmane Janmadisha Bhavada Bhakta Haituki. So here the meaning of that is have no desire to accumulate wealth. Nor do I have a desire to beautiful wife, beautiful woman. Nor do I want any number of followers. All I want, these are really complicating our life if we have all these things. So simple life is give up everything. So what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that I only want the costless devotional service, birth after birth. Okay, not this birth, every birth I wanted causeless devotional service. Okay, the world we live and world is worshipped the Brajesha Tanaya, the son of Nanda Maharaj, because he is so simple, wearing simple cloth, yellow garment, forest flowers. Vrindavan is very simple place. All the opulence of the devatas like Indra, Pandavas, they want to be in that, have darshan, who worship the Krishna of the Braja. So we have heard about the Brahma reborn Leela. That simple Krishna, Brahma himself is got bewildered. When once during the lunchtime, all the gopas they sit together with Krishna and everybody share it. But Madhumangal, he never share his prasadam with anyone because he feels that it is not sufficient for himself. So one day Madhumangal was drinking the buttermilk. It was the last gulp he was putting in his mouth. That's the time Krishna ran and he hits his cheek so that no whatever in the mouth it comes out. Then he opened his mouth and gulped that. So seeing this, Brahmaji got totally confused. He's not my Lord. He's so great, so opulent. The Brahmaji who is glorifying the Lord, he got confused with the activity. So what happened next? He took to test him. He took away the calf. Then he took away the gopas. Then he come back and saw that again everything is available. Krishna expanded himself to all the calf and the gopas. So that is what Brahma Leela. Okay, it's so simple. So he got bewildered and asked forgiveness from him. Something are opulently beautiful and something are simplistically beautiful. So how do we understand? So here the Sutadev Prabhu and Bahulasava, two people are there in the Mithila, that is in Nepal. Okay, Mithila where Janak Maharaj king was ruling. So they were very deep devotee, very devotee of Lord Krishna. So once Krishna went there with Arjuna, okay, no, once Krishna went there, so that time these devotees, here the Bahulasava is a big king. He is welcomed the Krishna with royal welcoming, washing the entire palace, decorating with nice flowers. Lot of ladies were putting flowers on the lotus feet of the Krishna when he walks in. He has been welcomed with music and dance, and opulent prasadam has been served to Krishna. Krishna accept that also. That other side is Sutadev. He is a very poor Brahmana. He didn't have anything. He's a small hut. He's staying with his wife. When Krishna came to his house, came to his actually he goes with Durvasa Muni. Krishna goes with Durvasa Muni there. So he what he does is he didn't have a big carpet, okay, rich royal carpet. He put a small mat thatched with plantain leaves, plant leaves, and then he didn't have a chamran fan. He was only fanning with uttari, and he didn't have people to dance. He only sings, he only plays some music, and he only dances in front of Krishna to welcome. So Krishna sees the love, deep love. He's not seeing the external things. So simple things. Prabhupada also says that Krishna consciousness is so simple, but not easy. Because easy to be simple. Okay. Easy means it should be simple, but it is not easy. While simple sound simple. So we always say, no, simple means okay. You take an example of what do you mean by simple? Cotton dress. You say that a plain dress. Simple, you say that. Then coming by walk, you say the simple. And also eating rice dal, you call it as a simple. So we express the simple in external things. But what Krishna doesn't care is the external things. Here the simple is the internal thing. For you to understand, no, let's take an example from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Pundarika Vidyanidhi is there. He's in the previous Krishna Leela, he was a Vrishabhanu, okay, the father of Radharani. So here Pundarika Vidyabhushan, no, Vidyanidhi, so he's very rich, okay, he decorates himself so nicely, okay, his hair, always he stands in front of a mirror and comb and make it very beautiful. He wears lot of jewelry, okay, very opulent thing. Then once what happened is Mukunda and as per Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instruction, Mukunda and Gadadhar Pandit, no, they are going to meet him. Okay, when they came and saw that, because Gadadhar Pandit and Mukunda, they all know that simple way of devotion, simple devotion life. But when they see that he is a great acharya, a great devotee, so they are confused with that, because he is full of things. He is putting pan for a pot and rich prasadam is taking. But when he came and sat in front of reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, he was going on narrating, he went into ecstasy. Then he started dancing. He threw the curtains. His hairs have been fully disturbed. His jewels are fell down on that. Then Gadadhar Pandit and Mukunda, they understood that he's pure devotional. Okay, but we should not judge externally person by his external feature. We have to see the internally how deeply he is connected with Krishna. That's why there is a don't judge the book by the wrapper. They say no outer thing. We have to study. Some simple thing can be of complicated. Some opulent thing can be of simple also. So let us understand what Krishna's Prabhupada is trying to tell us simple means. Okay, chant and be happy is a simple one. Okay, but when we are chanting, are we chanting? We put chanting as a complicated. While chanting, we do so many activities. Okay, our mind will be revolving. We will be planning for next what to cook, and next 1 month what I have to do, next 1 year what I do. All the planning will go on when chanting only. You complicate yourself while chanting. So what simple means is, simple person means honest. You have to be honest. Okay. Bhaktivinoda Saraswati says, the simplicity means no duplicity. Duplicity means what? You know what it means? To show the world what you are not. To speak to the world what you don't believe. So you won't follow what you are talking, okay, and you want to project yourself that what you are not. So it happens. Material people, no. That's why that what you call Malaya, okay. He was running a aircraft, okay, Kingfisher, and he was showing that he is a rich man, but behind that screen, he has taken so much of loan to show that world that he is rich and his company is making so much of profit, but it went into everything into SAS. One day he has to run away from the India to save his life, okay, to protect himself from the war. Similarly, there are so many people to show that Satyam company owner also, yeah, he also manipulated the documents, accounts to show his company is making a lot of profit. Then they caught him, put him inside the jail. So these are the examples. People want to show the world what they are not. Okay, they are poor, but externally they are showing they are rich, and they speak what they don't want to follow. That is what they manipulated the document, no? Like this. So here another example we can take is, okay, this itself will got a message. Okay. Second thing is simple means straightforward in our dealings, not to have any ulterior motive. Okay, we should not have any hidden motive for our dealing. We should be straightforward. To say something and mean something else. So in front of you telling something and the meaning is different. They glorify you. Okay, you are a very nice person. You do this, you do that. But internally, he will be cursing you. You are such a stingy person. You are lazy. You are rogue. All the things he will keeping it indirectly, and in the words he will glorify. So this is not a straightforward. It is necessary mean that what we say, because we are not straightforward in our dealing. So what we speak and what we do are two different things. That's why called. Okay, what we do and what we speak is all opposite. People are, if you do like that, people will not trust you. So straightforward doesn't mean shameless. Okay, so simple definition we should understand. So one is honesty, second one is straightforward. Okay, from there's more is there. So, but today's message from Brahmaji, what we are saying is, Brahma, no, he's so great. He was creating the universes. But in the what he is praying to Lord, I want to take a birth of a Haridas Thakur and chant 1 lakh Mahamantra every day. So I want to lead a simple life. I don't want to be glorified by people. So this is what a message for the devotees, that we try to lead a simple life. Don't complicate, because the world is, no, they simply complicate themselves, and that's why they lost the peace, and why they're complicating themselves, so that they're not uh, Krishna conscious. Okay, so they are keeping the face away from Krishna. That's why they think they are only the doer, and and finally they end up into trouble. So this is a message for this sloka. We will Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam Jai. Thank you for joining and listening to this point. So we will meet tomorrow with more points related to this topic. Okay, to understand deep how the Lord created this universe. Hare Krishna.